We are on our way to Hornchurch Heritage Centre at Sutton Lane, and we're going to speak to one of the volunteers there. See here is the outside of RAF Hornchurch Heritage Centre down Sutton's Lane. Later on, when we go inside, we will be interviewing a volunteer and we will ask them a series of questions about the Battle of Britain, the streets surrounding Sutton's Lane and the airfield that was in service during World War II.
So my name's Owen and this is my friend Dylan.
Thank you for speaking with us today, and could you introduce yourself to us, please?
Hi, my name's Graham Hill. I'm a volunteer at the Heritage Centre. I'm also a trustee as well, so I'm very pleased to be associated with this wonderful building.
And how are you linked to the Heritage Centre?
Well, as I say, I've been a volunteer for a few months, so I'm now a trustee as well, so I'll get down there wherever I can.
Could you please tell us a little bit about the centre?
Right, the gentleman who started this is called Ted Exel. He started the whole project in 1980 as a travelling exhibition, and over the years it grew and grew until eventually we acquired this building. We acquired it by a company called Bellway, who own all the surrounding area. They actually gifted us the building, and the centre opened in September of 2021.
Could you tell us what this building was used for during the Battle of Britain?
Now this is embarrassing, we don't actually know, believe it or not. We don't know what this actual building was here during the Battle of Britain. We don't know what it's actually used for. I'm guessing some sort of administration building.
What was the airfield's role during the Battle of Britain?
Well, this was what they call a sector airfield. Now, the whole of England was cut into sectors. This sector was 11 sector, and this airfield controlled airfields, satellite airfields. There's one at Rochford, for instance. So you had 3 squadrons of Spitfires here, 14 aircraft each, and they were here to defend London and the surrounding area, Britain against the Luftwaffe attacks. Very important airfield.
Did the airfield ever get attacked during the Battle of Britain?
In August, 31st of August, it was heavily bombed. Several aircraft were destroyed, and quite a few buildings were hit. If you ever see the Battle of Britain film, you see an airfield being attacked. That replicates the attack on Hornchurch. How
long was the airfield in service for?
The airfield was formed in 1915 as Royal Flying Corps Sutton's Farm during the First World War, and was in service from 1915 to 1919. Its job again was to defend London against Zeppelin attacks, which it did very successfully by shooting down 3 Zeppelins. It closed in 1919, reopened in 1928 as a fighter airfield, and was in service right until 1962 when it closed.
Could you tell us why the Battle of Britain took place and why the Germans decided to attack?
Why it took place? Well, obviously the Germans had invaded France and conquered France. The British Army had retreated to Dunkirk, from Dunkirk to Britain. The next move was the Germans were intending to invade Britain. They couldn't do that while the Royal Air Force were in being, so the idea was to destroy the Royal Air Force and then invade. That was the whole point of it. And when they couldn't do that, they then started to bomb London, and of course the airfield was then used to defend London during the Blitz.
Do you think the local people should know about the vital role RAF Hornchurch played during the Battle of Britain?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, it's a very important airfield. You say it's the nearest airfield to London, so it's very important in protecting the people of this borough.
Are you able to tell us a little bit about the TET turrets and the pillboxes, which are located at the park?
Right.
Has anything else been discovered recently?
Well, the TET turrets are very small concrete bunkers that housed one soldier with a light machine gun. They were dotted around for airfield defence. They were like a ball race, so you'd go inside it and swivel the thing around. They were pretty uncomfortable and very small, very cramped.
How many of the streets are named after RAF pilots and personnel?
There are 52 roads, pathways and buildings named after pilots from this airfield.
Could you name some, please?
I can name some. In fact, I have a book here. For instance, we have Dowding Way, which is the command of the Royal Air Force. We have Park Mews. Keith Park was a sector commander here. Spitfire Approach, that's fairly obvious. Manston Way, that's another airfield. Let's have a look. Siskin Close, that was a type of aircraft that flew here in the 30s, so there's quite a lot of this. It's at least 52 places named after airfields and people. Quite a lot.
How many of the original buildings are still standing?
There are several. There's this one, obviously. Next door was an admin building. The officers' mess, Astra Close, is where the original officers' mess was. That's still in use. There's flats next door, are now private flats. And Kilmartin Way, there's still houses that were built in the 20s or officers' quarters. And of course, also there's a Good Intent pub, which is part of the airfield. Not officially, but it's part of the airfield and is still standing.
Thank you for coming in today and letting us interview you. It's been very nice speaking with you today.
Okay, thank you very much.
The road Tsar Avenue is named after a pilot who served at RAF Hornchurch during World War II. Down the road Kilmartin Way is where the Airmen's married quarters was situated. On the top of the road Sutton's Lane you can see a dispersal pen and the entrance to an underground bunker inside of the car park at Hornchurch Country Park. Down the road Wood Lane is one of the former sergeants' houses. Down the road Cavendish Crescent is where the former officers' mess is located.
Yeah.
Yeah, because where are you? Okay, still.